It's time to dust off your favourite chair and sit in front of the big screen TV. Get a drink in your hand because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Your number one host, the Thunder from Down Under, a man on a quest to make money for beer. Sparring DK presents Relegation Regen Rebuild, PSG. Hello and welcome back to Relegation Regen Rebuild with PSG. We've won everything except for the Champions League, and that's what we'll be concentrating on this season. I'm not too sure on what kind of players we'll make in the transfer window. We've got a lot of dead wood now to get rid of. A few of the lads that came back with the potential to be special actually dropped their rating. Telvela, just an exciting prospect now, so we might look to cash in on some of those. And, well, I'm not too sure. I might possibly go after some regens like the Ronaldo regen and the likes for a bit more squad depth. We'll have to wait and see. We've got about 300 odd million to play with, so there's no reason why we can't bring players in. It's just whether they're going to get game time. The twos are really starting to get to mid to high 80s as well, so the team is looking good. It's probably just going to come down to my playing performance if we can get over the line in the Champions League. But let's jump into it. Another big episode as we push towards Champions League games, and we've got a player upgrade to do. Right, today's player upgrade is for the Greek right back in Mikolas. It comes in from Kerr21. Thank you for your comment. 10 thumbs up. He's gone with the number 3 in untucked tight fit kit with blue and white boxing tape, high socks, white ankle tape, and the Adidas X18 Energy boots. He's ready to go. He's the third string right back here at the club at about a 73, 74 rated. But I'm probably happy to keep him around at this stage just for a little bit of squad depth. In case we do get an injury, because he can play centre back as well, though we do have about 49 players in the squad at the moment, so we've got to offload some of those. Let's get into this transfer window. Right, so the board objectives, you'd assume they're going to be pretty insane because of how our squad is at the moment. Make 3 million from youth player sales. We'll see if we can do that. 200 million from shirts and 180 million through media earnings. Yeah, okay. Win at the Champions League, and within 3 seasons, win the Champions League. Yeah, okay. Domestically win the title, win the Coupe Nationale. They want us to do it all. No financial restrictions. Let's get into this season. Of course, there are pre-season tournaments, and look, we can go to Australia. Let's do that. Right, Isam Taha, the first man to leave out on loan. We organised that late last season. Oh, the transfer offering here for Bournemouth for Kamara. He's not going to really grow too much more. He is in there for squad depth at an 81 overall, but I might entertain this offer and see if we can bring in someone a bit better. We've got Jesus, we've got Mendoza. Tegmaui's hit an 84 overall as well, so 3 centre midfielders there. Even though we've brought Kamara back once, it may be time to let him move on once again. We'll see if we can get a deal done here with Bournemouth. Right, we've got a transfer on in for Wolves for Asad. The Norwegian, he did have the potential to be special. He's come back only as an exciting prospect, so that means I'm going to move him out of the club. 17.2 million. We'll see what we can get out of Wolves for him. Well, there's a few lads away on international duty for the Asian Elite Cup, but we'll send out our strongest lineup, and it's a 3-1 victory against Real Madrid. Right, Thierry Kamara has left the club once again. 2 stints here at PSG, but he's gone to Bournemouth for 25.5 million. Our reserve team's going to go out here against Manchester City. And we got a 2-0 victory. Alan injured. Right, Cesar Valente has been loaned out once again. He has gone to Valencia. First team rolls out here against Brisbane Roar. 6-0 victory. Cisse with a hat-trick. Schulter red-carded. Jaden Jacobs has been loaned out to Wolfsburg for the season. Peter Michael's been loaned out to Schalke. Gasurbe has gone to Cardiff City on loan. And Aston has been sold to the Wolves for 20.2 million. PSG and Chelsea in the semi-finals. And we lose out on penalties. Ah, fuck. Our Danish goalkeeper and Christopher Olesen has been loaned out to River Plate for the season. Solomon Cortez has gone to Buenos Aires for the season, and Ender McDonald has gone to Spurs for the season. Predrag Zoric has been loaned out to Brighton for the season. Right, we've got a game here. It's the Trophy Champ. I'm assuming this is the winner of the cup competitions. And, well, Olympique Lyon, they didn't really do anything. Well, we won everything, so I don't even know why we're playing them, but it's a 1-0 victory. Olsen checks in the 102nd and gets us a goal. Right, Lucian Nicolai has been loaned out to Fenerbahce for the season. Right, I've decided to bite the bullet and get some sales into this season. So it is the Ronaldo regen and Diogo Miguel Carapeto dos Reyes. 62.5 million it's going to cost us. That's chump change. Let's see if we can get a deal done to bring him over to PSG. Right, we get our man Carapeto dos Reyes, and well, of course, being the Ronaldo regen, he's got absolute pace here, nice and early. Some good skill about him. Still only 81 rated, but that will come up. His finishing's only 69 at the moment. 4-star with high-low work rates, 5'7". He'll get the job done, and he'll sit nicely there, coming off the bench in the 2s at this stage. Right, Bradley Brown has been loaned out to Girona for the season, and we've sold Telvella to Southampton for 33.6 million. Right, the season kicks off here against Amiens, and all we can really hope for is no injuries as we push forward to the Champions League. Oh my days, it's a loss! Come on! Right, Loic Bernard, the third-string goalkeeper, has been sold to Buenos Aires for 12.6 million. Time to take on Cern in the league. It's a 2-1 victory. Ribeiro injured, Arnaiz 2 goals, and Schulter red-carded in the 7th minute. Right, Kingsley Law has been loaned out to West Ham for the season. Now let's send the reserves out here against Strasbourg. They go down 2-1. Habib El Hadi has been sold to Atletico Mineiro for 3.8 million. Well, there is some internationals going on, so Tigmaui slips into the first 11. Cassell scores early, and it's a 3-0 victory over Paris FC. Right, it is transfer deadline day, so I'm going to have a quick look here at the squads and see if there's anyone that we really need to be going after. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how the first 11 is looking. Jesus, the lowest, at an 86, but he plays a little bit better than that. And the bench, you know, we've got depth here. There's no doubt about that. This squad is quite fulfilling. So I'm happy with the first 11. I think we can go fairly deep and hopefully go on to win a Champions League. Let's have a look at the reserves, though. Right, so the reserves have Polymat up front, Olsen and Mock. That's a pretty formidable front three. De Witt sitting there in the cam role. Galano and Tigmaui can do the job. The back line, I mean, Branco, Bellajou coming up. Allen, an exciting prospect, will grow. Jill, obviously, potential to be special. And Boundary at an 86. I mean, it's a pretty good-looking reserves team. We can't look at bringing in, you know, really big-name players because they're going to want to play a lot more games that we can offer them. DeBogo on the bench at an 88 can definitely slip in there. Smitty will want some game time at an 82. Mendoza, 84. Michaelis. Then we've got Carpero de Reis, 81, Diaby to 77, Rossi's there on the bench. And then we've only got 3 young players here that basically aren't in the rotation. So I think we're okay at this stage. I'm going to have a quick look around, see if there's anyone that can really come in and do some damage here for us. But I don't know, there's just not a lot out there at 85 plus rated that we could possibly bring in here to really bolster this team at this stage. Alright, transfer deadline day. I've decided to loan Diaby out. He's gone to Benevento for the season. Right, couldn't really find anyone that I wanted to bring in, so we'll wait until the January window and see if there's, you know, anything floating about. We can always bring back some of our loan players if we're a little bit short on depth, but just the one signing there for us. I think we've got a squad that can go deep. As I've said already, it's just going to come down to if I'm playing well on the day. So let's get moving towards this first Champions League group stage. Right, Champions League kicks off this week, so it means that the reserve team are going to have to start doing some hard work here in the league. And on the road, they get us the victory, 2-0. Radic has checked in. I've just thrown him in there. He's only 60-odd rated. And somehow he's been checked in for De Witt. Okay. All right, let's have a look at the groups. We are in Group A once again. We've got Milan, Club Brugge, and Helsinki. We should be able to get through that one pretty simply, you'd feel. Maybe Milan might give us a little bit of a run. Group B has Spurs, Monaco, Roma, and Lokomotiv Moscow. Group C is Man City, Barcelona, Schalke, and Spartak Moscow. Group D has Olympique Lyon, Napoli, Everton, and FC Basel. Group E is Chelsea, Red Bull Leipzig, Porto, and Olympiacos. Group F has Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, Shakhtar, and Celtic. Group G, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Dynamo Kiev, and Galatasaray. Group H is Juventus, Valencia, Sporting Portugal, and CSKA Moscow. So Group A for us, and it looks like it could be a fairly easy group stage, providing we can get through unscathed. We need to put ourselves in a better position than we did last season. At least there's no English teams in our group. Let's get into the Champions League. Right, it's September, and we've already got 200 million euro in shirt sales. Well done, PSG. Right, time to get some gameplay in here. We've got HJK Helsinki. This could be a bloodbath. Cisse's up to a 91 now. Schulter approaching the 90. And if this squad can't go deep into the Champions League this season, it may be time for me to give up on FIFA 19. Let's jump into this and see if we can start this one off with an absolute bang. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. Group stages of the Champions League, and Amaral will start up front. Last time we played with him, he scored 4, and then he got injured. So he's had a full pre-season under his belt. Hopefully he's ready to go here today. We're going to need quite a few goals, and you'd assume that Helsinki, well, I don't think they're really going to put up much of a fight, but, you know, I could be wrong. Let's get into this game and try and start our campaign off with a few goals and playing these boys into some form. Cuts back inside. Amaral gets a touch, his first touch of the day. A simple save. There's Ribeiro. Plays forward. Amaral. Oh, ref! Call it, mate. Oh, the slowest penalty you've ever seen. Amaral hacked out. And we'll go to the spot early. 18 minutes gone. A rash challenge on Amaral. It just took an eternity for him to lay that tackle. And Amaral drops. And we go to the spot. And it's Arnays to step up to try and put this one in the back. Oh, good save. Jesus. Back to Barbier. He can't beat the keeper. Just trying to work our way into this game. It's a slow start here from PSG. Barbier. There's Arnays. Works the keeper. Will get a corner. There is the corner. Cisse drives in. Amaral. Oh, it's off the sidebar. Luck not going our way there. Pedro. Arnays. Comes on through. Oh, and it's a crossbar. Amaral cuts back inside nicely. Amaral. Oh. Well, Helsinki have held their own here in the first half, and it's still 0-0. They've got a free kick. Schulte will have that one covered, but looks like we're going to go into half-time at 0-0. Helsinki definitely have put up a fight. Gets another crack at it. Plays it back inside. Cassell has missed. And, well, we've had our chances, but it's still 0-0. Good from Rodriguez. Cisse. Fail down the line. Jesus. Cisse plays forward. Here is Arnays getting involved again. Crosses inside. There is Amaral. Oh, missed again. Wow, there's a force field. Oh, Cisse gets the steal. It's got to be Amaral now. One-on-one with the keeper. And there he gets the finish. Well, we've been threatening. Helsinki have put up a fight, but eventually it's a lapse of concentration. And see Cisse cut through, find Amaral. And it's a 1-0 lead to PSG here in Helsinki. The home fans can't believe it. Their team has done well, but catching them on the hop there. Amaral wanted that one. Finesse finish. 1-0, PSG. Right, so let's make some changes here. Olsen for Cassell, Mock for Cisse, and David checks into the midfield for Pedro Jesus. Well, Helsinki get themselves a corner. 14 minutes to go in this one. Driven deep, Amaral with the clearance. Well, Helsinki having a red-hot crack here in the final 10 minutes. They've got themselves another corner. Driven in, Arnays with the clearance this time. Good ball from Mark. David down the line. No one really coming at him. Passes it off for Arnays. Can't beat the keeper. Into injury time. Mark. Arnays. Tries to push on through. Olsen has a swing at it. Just waiting for this whistle now. 1-0 is enough. We take the 3 points. 16 shots to 7 for a 1-0 victory. And fail, man of the match with an 8.5. All right, the reserves roll out here against Nims Olympic for a 2-1 victory. First team at home here against Angers for a 2-1 victory. Reserves on the road against Stade de Reims. It's a 2-1 victory. Galano red-carded. Right, let's get another game into this one. This time we take on AC Milan. Barbier's up to an 88 now. Jesus an 87. The boys are still growing. But a big game here against AC Milan. Didn't look the best against Helsinki, but we're on our home deck today. Hopefully we can find some goals and really get stuck in to this group stage. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game 2 of our group stage. We've got AC Milan on our home deck. We're going to have to start keeping an eye on some of these big teams because some of the players that we have sold over this career mode will be up and around that 80-odd mark, and they might even be featuring in some of these teams. So we'll just have to keep an eye out, see if many of them get a gig here. But taking on Milan, the boys, let's hope they're up for a big, big game. There's Arnays. Flicks it out wide. Cassell makes a push forward. Here comes Cassell. Playing back inside. No, that one's picked out. They've got Diop as well. So a star-studded side here is AC Milan. Will need to be careful. Cisse plays one forward. Gets the run here from Amaral. Will take it forward, Amaral. Still comes Amaral. Look back inside. And there is a... Oh. Donnarumma with a cracking save. Maybe a decent rating by now. Schulter in position. Yes, gets in. 1-0 PSG. And the big German strikes. Oh, it's a lovely set piece. Finally, Schulter getting into a position that we'd like to see him. Cisse fed it inside. Schulter holds his own and smashes it home. 1-0 PSG here against AC Milan. Big goal from the big German. 1-0. Barbier floats one out wide. Fail. Cisse flicks forward. Here's Arnays getting his run on. Goes deep. Cassell! 2-0 PSG. This is more like it. Gets in. 2-0 against AC Milan here inside the first half an hour. That's the captain setting up Cassell with a lovely finish. It's 2-0 to PSG. Get in, boys. Oh, Barbier throws his weight around. Rodriguez gives it away, though. We'll need to be careful. Look out. Don't give it up now. 2-0 up. Suso's offside. Amaral. Oh, Arnays picks his pocket. Plays it off for Amaral. Oh, it's brilliant. 3-0. Sweatier than a gypsy with a mortgage. Played on, and Amaral starting to find some touch. 3-0 PSG. Milan don't know whether they're still in Italy or not, because they haven't really shown up so far in this game. Arnays has just rinsed him. Could have had a shot himself. Feeds it off to the striker, who finishes it with precision. 3-0 PSG. Donnarumma. Oh, try harder, mate. Touch from Barbier. Got the intercept there. Here is Cisse. Got 3 men around him. He'll fire it forward. Arnays again. He's been busy here. Drives the line. Still comes Arnays. He'll look back inside. Try to get the flick on, but overran it. Jonathan Tah out there as well for AC Milan. Well, there is half-time. 3-0 to PSG. Oh, Arnays. Cisse flicks off. Amaral. Jesus finds Arnays. He'll lay this one off for Cisse. Cisse will cut back inside and miss. Oh, Cisse. No, Donnarumma did get a touch on it. Drives deep, looks for Schulter, who can't keep this one down. Arnays just tries to bust his way through the traffic. Oh, what a ball. What a ball from Arnays. What can't this man do at the moment? And look back inside. Still comes Cisse. Lays it off. Arnays shoots. Works Donnarumma another corner. Well, let's make some changes. The wingers will be checked out. So Mock and Olsen will check in. We're going to bring Mendoza in for Jesus in the midfield. Barbier. Ball out wide. Olsen. Chips forward. Arnays. Gets the touch. Arnays. Oh, sidebar. Oh, unlucky. Oh, they've got a break on here. Laid off. Oh, Rossi. Big save. And there is the whistle. 3 points secured. We'll be top of the group. 14 shots to 5. We've outplayed them. And, well, a better performance there from PSG. Arnays gets the man of the match with 2 assists. PSG at home against FC Nantes for a 2-1 victory. And we're taking on Stade Rennes away from home. It's a 1-1 draw. Right, time for today's player upgraded is for the Ronaldo Regen and Carpeto Dores. If you want to make any changes to his number or kit, let me know in the comment section down below and we'll get him upgraded in a future episode. Good luck. Right, we are midway through October. Let's get a squad report done. Boundary 86, Ollison 72 on loan, Cortez 71 on loan, Rossi's a 91, Tahir out on loan 64, Fails a 90, Mikolas 75 up 1, Branco's an 83, Valente 78 out on loan, Latali 64 up 2, Gasurbe out on loan 72, Jill 82 up 1, Rodriguez is an 87, Schulter 89, Allen's an 83 up 1, Diaby 77 out on loan, Bob Bradley Brown 71 up 1 out on loan, Belaju's up 3 to an 85, Ribeiro up 1 to an 87, Jacobs 76 on loan, Michael's 78 on loan, Galano's an 86 up 1, Barbier 88 up 2, Mox an 87 up 1, Nikolai 73 on loan, Tigmaui 86 up 2, Mendoza's an 85 up 1, Lewis 63 up 2, Jesus 87 up 1, Lowell 73 out on loan, Ackwell 68 out on loan, Cisse's a 91 up 1, Clark 78 on loan, McDonald 79 on loan, Zorich 72 on loan, Arnaise a 95, Radic 66 up 1, DeVitt 87 up 1, DeBogo 88 up 1, Amaral 87, Polymat 85, and Capetto de Rice is an 83 up 2, Cassell 88, Schmidt's an 83 up 1, and Olsen is an 88 as well. Yeah, the sprint speed 81 and acceleration 83 there for Olsen is what's probably letting him down against Cassell. It just feels a little bit slower when he does check in. So, same rating, just needs to get a little bit more pace under his belt, you'd feel. Right, just the 2 games in this one with all the transfers and stuff, but we'll push on in the next episode, see how we go in the next 3 games for the Champions League, and hopefully we can finish top of our group this time and have a red-hot crack. Team's looking good. I'm happy with it. Sitting in 3rd in the league, well, the reserves will get the job done eventually, you'd feel, once we play them into some form, and we will be on our way. Thanks very much for tuning in today. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Sparring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one. The Sparring DK channel now has Patreon, and if you feel like just going that little extra step to help, the channel grow, you can go across to the website, pledge your allegiance to myself, and for $1 a month, you're basically putting it in a jar and allowing for us to go and buy some more beers and record some more beer drinking episodes. Thank you very much to the current lads that have gone ahead and supported the channel. Absolutely tremendous to see anybody willing just to give that $1 a month at this stage. I cannot thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really will make a difference in the future. So jump across there if you're that way inclined to the Patreon channel, sign up today, and we'll see if we can get some extra beer drinking episodes for you at home. Now, if you are looking for some more content, we've got a couple of videos, one here, and if you want to subscribe, there's a button right there. So go ahead, subscribe, and you'll be notified when the video